So I might have signed up for the UK's toughest triathlon. It's 7 days long, includes a 5 km swim, a 1,000 km bike ride, and a 50 km ultra marathon. And I've got 100 days to train for it. And also I've got a baby due before then. Nicole, when's the baby due?
36 days.
Yeah. So there's quite a lot going on. What I wanted to do is document my journey to this monster triathlon event. I'm going to go over my first week's training today and also some of the details of the event, and then each week we'll try and update how my training is going. So we'll start the week on Sunday, which is going to be my first session, and that was a max aerobic session on Zwift. Sunday morning ride on Zwift. Watching match of the day. Nice hour on the bike. There's going to be quite a few Zwift sessions, especially to start. Still quite cold starting off training. I did also fall off my bike about 3 weeks ago, so just as I was going around a corner, completely came off, messed up all my legs, so I couldn't really cycle outside for a few weeks. So this week is actually my first time cycling outside again since falling off. For some reason my cadence kept disconnecting, my heart rate didn't connect at all, but really went through here. Yeah. There's actually no swimming sessions on this week. I was supposed to do swimming on Tuesday, but when I tried to join the session it was already fully booked. For the event itself, it actually starts in Scotland and there will be a 5 km swim in Loch Ness, so that will be quite interesting. I've never swam that far before. We will increase the swimming sessions, so there'll definitely normally be one a week, and then there'll probably be two as we get a little bit warmer, one of them being an outdoor session.
We're out here. It's supposed to be a 2-hour ride, but I got up a bit late, so it's going to be like an hour and a half, I think, because I've got to go watch Batman at 11. This is the same road I fell off a couple of weeks ago, so I thought I'd go around the same corner again, overcome that fear, hopefully not fall off this time. Let's see how it goes. On hindsight, probably should have taken that corner at 15 miles an hour last time, but we made it this time.
While I'm doing the training, I'm also working full time, but Monday was one of my days off, which means that was a double training session. So normally on my days off, I'll either do a double training session or a really long ride or run. So a 2-hour, maybe longer run, or potentially for the bike ride, it's going to go up to like 5, 6, 7 hours. The bike ride in the event is across 6 days. So the shortest day is the first day, which is the same day you do the swim, which is a 50 km bike ride. The longest day is 200 kilometers. I've never rode that far on a bike before in a single day, and that's only day 4 of the event. So I still will have 2 more days of cycling to follow that. Just finished my running session. I'm going to turn the engine off because it's probably too loud. Nice 5k time trial for my second session of the day. Bit of a tough one. 21 minutes and 30 seconds was my time, which was about that. It might be a little bit more. Not a PB, but about a minute. But considering I haven't really trained for like the last couple of weeks because I'd been ill and because I'd fallen off my bike, I'm pretty happy with that. I hadn't been to a track session for probably about a month anyway, so it's the first one of the year, so it gives me something to work for, I suppose, the rest of the year, if I can keep the track sessions up and hopefully improve that time a bit. Definitely a good workout. So now I'm going to go home and eat some dinner. One thing I'm doing to try and help increase the distance I'm cycling is to commute to work at least 3 times a week. It's only about 2.5 mile bike ride to get there. If I do it 3 times a week, it's about 15 extra miles of cycling. I think I actually did it 4 times in this week. Tuesday was one of those days where I cycled to work and back, and then I also had an hour-long run after work.
Oh, Tuesday afternoon, it was nice when I came out, and now it's very grey. Out for a nice hour-long run, zone 2. Nice and steady.
My legs were a bit sore from the 5 km race the day before, so it was only fairly steady. At the hour I only did about 6 miles. For the running event itself, in the Monster Triathlon, it is 50 km ultra marathon, and that is after 6 days of cycling. So 6 days cycling, and then on the last day all you do is run, but you run 50 kilometers. I've actually done that distance once before, which was like last November. I entered an event which was basically a 6-hour timed event where you just do as many loops of the same course as you like. So I ran for a total of 5 hours and 30 minutes. There were a couple of breaks in there for like food and snacks and stuff like that, but I covered about 31 miles in that event. I definitely hadn't cycled 100 plus miles in the days leading up to that event, so that is going to make this a little bit more challenging. On Wednesday I actually had a recovery day, which was my first kind of recovery session in about a week because I had trained on the Thursday, Friday and Saturday before. We're back on Zwift again, and today just an hour full distance specific training try, or something like this. And then I did actually have another recovery day on Friday. Again, still cycle to work and back, so 4 times this week for a nice 20 miles riding in total. And then we finished the week on Saturday, and that was my first session that I actually missed this week. Well, I didn't miss it. It was supposed to be an hour and a half run. So back from a long day's work, cycle to work and back as well, so it's like half an hour bike ride.
I'm supposed to go for an hour and a half run. Man United are playing in an hour and 10 minutes, so I'm just going to go for a short run instead. But I thought I would bring a friend with me. What do you think? Shall we go for a run? Want to go for a walkies? So yeah, I think that's a yes. Happens at some point on a run. Jessie decides she's going to go round something. Can you untangle yourself? Can you come here? Jessie, what are you doing? Come here. Here. Under. Jessie, come around here. What's this? There we go. Oh, that was only 2.5 miles, about 25 minutes. With a couple of stops for the toilet and getting tangled up. Not quite an hour and a half, but sometimes you can only do what you can do. For the whole week, we still managed to cover a total of 70 miles and still did 7 hours of training altogether. And like I said, as well as working full time, it's probably going to be the shortest, easiest week, apart from maybe a couple of recovery weeks. It's only going to go up from here. So that's why I really wanted to film this journey to this event. My plan is to cover something different in every single video. So each week we'll look at the training overall, but then also the gear I'm going to use for the event, the food I'm going to be eating for the event, or what I eat in a normal week of training, kind of go over all that sort of stuff. Obviously, we've got 100 days to go. There will be a baby in there at some point as well. So yeah, come along for the adventure.